Hi there, my name is Tom Morgan and this is my unboxing and first look at the Ubiquiti UniFi video camera network video recorder. Now, if you know Ubiquiti and you know UniFi, you'll know that they do really good Wi-Fi solutions, and I've already talked about the different pieces of UniFi Wi-Fi hardware, so access points, switches, gateways and the like. And I'm in the process of upgrading my home Wi-Fi. But it turns out that Ubiquiti and the UniFi line also includes video cameras and video camera software and hardware. And this was news to me. I didn't realize it, and so I wanted to talk about some of the video equipment. Now, as a disclaimer, I should let you know that Ubiquiti sent me this video recorder so I could shoot this video. This video I'm just going to concentrate on the unboxing, on looking at what's inside, what's included, what the thing looks like, and then I'll do a separate video about installation and setup, and then a proper review of the whole UniFi video system later on, once I've had a chance to install the cameras and see how it works in the real world. So this is the unit itself then. Like a lot of the UniFi kit, it comes in this sort of white vanity box, and then on the inside you've got like a cardboard box inner. So let's just take this off. I'll just pop that over there for now, and we can look at the back here. And there's some kind of blurb about the features. Now this unit itself is it's kind of the hub and the brains, if you like, of the video system, and it's a bit like you could draw an analogy with the cloud key in the Wi-Fi setup. You don't need the cloud key to run UniFi for Wi-Fi. You can use any computer and just put the cloud controller software on it. This is very similar. You don't need this. You can use a regular computer and just install the UniFi video camera software on it. But having a dedicated device is a lot easier. It means you don't have to provision and use a specific machine. And they say here that it's a network video recorder with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and it supports 30 plus cameras. Now, that 30 plus cameras is a lot of cameras, especially for one device. I gather that there's no transcoding done on the device itself, and that's why it can scale to such high numbers. Alright, so we see in the pack we get the video recorder, we get a vertical support stand, and we also get the quick start guide. So let's take a look. Okay, so nicely packaged. We've got this sort of foam on top here to protect it, and then the whole unit itself feels like it's in some kind of mesh bag. So let's take that out. The whole unit is inside some sort of mesh bag. Alright, so this is interesting. So it's plastic, it's black. So all the other devices, the UniFi devices, tend to be silver, they tend to be metallic, or they tend to be white plastic. This one is different in that it's black plastic. So it's kind of shiny black plastic. It's got a protective plastic coat on it, and you can see, but it's that kind of shiny black molded plastic. So that's the unit. I'm just going to pop that there for now, just to see what else is in this box. So we have a quick start guide. I'll come back to that in a minute. And then there's some transformers here. There's a transformer for the power. Power to a little 3-pin, and then here there is the thing that powers the 3-pin, and then there's also a stand. Now the stand is designed so you can either have the unit down as it is on the floor like this, or you can also place it into the stand. And if you want to place it into the stand, my guess is that it goes probably like that actually, so it stands up. Alright, let's talk dimensions. So this is it's a relatively compact unit. So in centimeters you are looking at 190 centimeters by 130, and in inches that's a shade over, so sorry, 7.5 I'd say, by just over 5. And then in terms of thickness, it's about 1 inch thick, or in metric, 2.5 centimeters. Sorry, you can't quite see that. There you go, 2.5 centimeters, or about 1 inch. Right, now let's look at the front of this. Now, there's an awful lot of things going on the front here. So here we've got a headphone socket, is the little picture, a microphone, SD, 2 USBs, a sleep button. So I know it's a sleep button. You might not be able to see because it's black on black, but it looks like it's going to illuminate with a little picture of a moon, and then there's a power button on the end. Flipping the unit over, there are multiple USBs, another 4 USBs. There's a VGA, HDMI, and Ethernet. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It looks like a jack port, and then a power port. Now, what's interesting is that that's a lot of connections, but actually many of those connections aren't in use. And I know this because I had a quick look at the user guide before I undid the box. And if we just look through the user guide, if you look here, you can see that on the front panel, many of these are in fact disabled. So many of these, let's zoom right in. Yeah, so many of these connectors are in fact disabled and not used. So the reset button, oh, it's a reset button, not a sleep button, and the power button are there, and that's fine. But actually, on none of those other things are used. And then on the back panel, really the only thing that is used is the power in and the Ethernet. None of the USBs, none of the HDMI, none of the VGA are actually in use. My guess would be that they've been put onto the device, in the hardware, and that they will be enabled later on in software. But right now, according to this user guide, they're not currently in use. So the idea is really to set this up. What you do is you plug the power in here, you plug it into your network, and then you run through the installation process, which is in the quick start guide. I'll go through that, and I'll do a separate video for that once I understand how it works, and once the installation works, and once I'm ready to do that. Because there's plenty covered in the quick start guide about exactly how to do all that. But right now, I just wanted to show you what was in the box. So the full kind of list of things that are in the box right now. So there's the unit itself. There's a stand so that you can mount it if you wish. There's a power. There's the transformer to take it to the local power. And there's the quick start guide. Get that right around, quick start guide. There's no kind of mounting screws or anything like that, really, because you don't need any. It's all quite small, and it's all designed to be just placed on a shelf in a unit somewhere, or maybe stood up on a shelf. So that is my unboxing and first look at this, the Ubiquiti UniFi video camera, the network video recorder with the 500GB hard drive.